What's going on, everybody? Wanted to do a quick little video here. Pretty big accomplishment today, at least for me personally. Some people might not see it that way, but it is for me, it is for my family, and I wanted to share it with you a little bit. Anybody who watches or follows the adventures that I've had here over the last year or so, you would all know that I've been having some issues with my truck. I had a 2012 Peterbilt 386, and the last 6 or 8 months have been pretty trying times, repair-wise. And so me and my wife and friends of mine have been doing some brainstorming the last month or so, I guess, and looking at numbers, looking at repair costs, looking at how much I've spent combined with my payments and things like that, and just running a lot of numbers. And everything that I kept coming back to was that my 2012 truck was costing me more than a new truck. Between the repairs and the payments, it was about the same as a new truck payment. And then the fact that my truck was poorly spec'd for pulling a van. It had high rear ends, or low, however you want to call it. It ran a lot of RPM to go down the highway. It got poor fuel economy. So compared to a new truck that gets good fuel economy, it really, I was spending considerably more than what a new truck would come out to be. So the last month or so, we have come to that conclusion, and I have been working back and forth trying to figure out the best next step. And today is the culmination of that. Really the last week and a half or so, maybe 2 weeks, has been the hardest part of, you know, the biggest part of the legwork in that process. But I'm gonna turn the camera around here and I'm gonna show you. Today is February 1st, and pretty big deal, at least it is to me and my family. And so yeah, here we go. So there is my new truck. It is a 2019 T680. Brand new. That is called Olive Green. Glamour Olive Effect is the actual name of the term, I guess you'd call it. I'm not going to show you the inside because I just picked it up and cleaned out the Peterbilt and put all of my stuff pretty much on the bed, in the passenger seat, on the floor in the sleeper. It's a mess inside. But we have we've made the decision to purchase a new truck, and the people at MHC Kenworth in McDonough were absolutely awesome to deal with. I gave lots of dealers a shot at earning my business. Multiple different dealers. I looked at Freightliners, I looked at Max, I looked at Volvos, and for the amount of money that all the different trucks were going to cost, the Kenworth gave me the most bang for my buck as far as things I could get in the truck. The amount of money they wanted to give me on trade, this was the truck that made the most sense. I could have got a bare bones Freightliner for a couple of $1,000s less, but that was because they wanted to really lowball me on my trade. MHC Kenworth gave me the best quote on my trade, and they did me the best deal I could get out of everybody who I gave a shot at. And so I'm very pleased with it. The people there in McDonough are absolutely top-notch. They went far and above things that they needed to do to make this deal come together. And so yeah, they made it a very good process, very easy. Now I did mess up the beginning part of it, not necessarily mess it up. I drug it out a little bit in the beginning because I was going to different dealers and you know, trying to get different trade quotes on my truck and look at the different trucks, you know, the Volvos and the Macs and things like that. And you know, some of y'all will say, if you watched my channel, that you would have thought I'd got a 389 Peterbilt or a W900, and that is the trucks that I like the best. But on the flip side, I have to look at this from a business standpoint, and I have to be rational. And maybe that's my next truck. You know, maybe it's my second to next truck. I don't know that, but right now that truck didn't make sense because I am increasing my payment from a used truck, so I needed to maximize my fuel mileage. And the Peterbilt was such poor fuel economy versus what these new trucks will get, these aerodynamic trucks with the downsped motors, and this is a 12-speed automatic transmission. And so it's going to get far superior fuel mileage compared to my Peterbilt, which will help me offset the increase in payment. Now, while the payment itself is about the same as I was paying for the Peterbilt, including the repair costs, I'm going to end up gaining or saving some money in the long run because the fuel mileage is going to be so much better. So that's, you know, that's kind of the reason I went with the fuel mileage truck. It really is the reason I went with the fuel mileage truck. And dealing with the different dealers on trade and the pricing of their trucks, what did they have in their trucks for that pricing? The T680, at least the ones at MHC, just won out. It really turned into not even really a contest at the end of the day. For about $2,000 less, I could have got a Freightliner that didn't have anything in it. It was comparable to an SFI truck that, you know, gray skirting and no frills at all, nothing. And it was only about $2,000 cheaper than this truck. But the reason behind that was they were really lowballing me on my trade. Where MHC gave me the highest number of anybody on my trade, which allowed me to get a little more nicer truck for not much more money. And at a certain point, people being eager and willing to sell a truck helps a lot. And they were far and away, they were very eager. Now, I will say I've got a local dealer, Kenworth and Mac, at home, and they were very eager to sell me a truck, but their pricing was a little off. Their trade number was a little lower than MHC in McDonough, and their truck just didn't really have anything in it. It was missing a couple of things that I really wanted, but the price wasn't that much different. So it was missing things in the truck, but it wasn't all that much cheaper. So they kind of excluded themselves on that, just the way they spec'd the truck. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with y'all. Not that anybody will care, you know, but I haven't been on YouTube for a little bit because I've been dealing with a lot of truck repairs and then dealing with all of this, trying to figure this out. So I've been absent a little bit on the YouTube scene. Should be back on the road Sunday though, and we might do us a live feed if I can get the inside of the truck squared away between then and now. We'll do us a live feed, and I'll show you the inside of the truck if anybody wants to see it. But it is a 2019 T680. It does have the PACCAR engine. I did a lot of research on that. Initially, I was almost dead set that I was going to get a Cummins. And after talking to numerous different dealerships, the service departments at different dealerships, Peterbilts and Kenworths, doing a lot of research online, I came to the conclusion that the PACCAR was the way to go. It's a lighter engine. It costs less. The truck costs less with the PACCAR engine. It's about $4,000 swing to get a Cummins. And the extended warranties cost more when you have a Cummins in the truck. So, I got all the extended warranties on this truck that carries me out to 5 years, 500,000 on the engine and after treatment. And those warranties cost about $1,000 more if it's a Cummins versus if it's a PACCAR. But just after doing all the research and talking to probably 10 different dealers, Peterbilt and Kenworth, on their opinion of PACCAR versus Cummins, with the new, most current version PACCAR engine, that was everybody. I didn't get one person that steered me away, you know, and they've got no reason to steer me towards a PACCAR because it doesn't make them any more money. They're just going to work on it. So the Cummins, they would still work on too. So, you know, I put a lot of weight in what people that work on them have to say, and then I did a lot of research online, and came to the conclusion that the PACCAR was the way to go. I think it's going to get better fuel mileage than the Cummins, and I paired it with the Eaton Fuller. I went with a truck that had the Eaton Fuller 12-speed automatic transmission, because you know, Jeff has said it numerous times. I experienced it firsthand with the Schneider Finance truck. There's no way that a human can manually shift a transmission as efficiently and constantly as an automatic will do it. You can luck around and really baby it and shift it efficiently, but not every single time. Not every single time. So the automatic will save fuel, and that was why I went with that. So that was kind of where we ended up and why I ended up where I did. But anyway, so this is just a little video I wanted to do before it got dark, and we'll be back on the road Sunday, and we might do us a live feed if I can get the inside of the truck straightened out between then and now, and we'll go from there. But anyway, between now and then, I hope everybody has a good, safe weekend, and in the cold and everything. And I imagine I probably shouldn't do a live feed Sunday night because everybody will be watching the Super Bowl, so nobody probably tune in. I just thought about that. But anyhow, we'll do one here in the next couple of days, and anybody who wants to see the inside, I'll show it off. But just wanted to share the information. It's a pretty big day for me to be at this point, to be able to buy a brand new truck, and you know, I'm pretty proud of it. I'm not trying to brag. Don't take that the wrong way, because I'm not that type person. I don't want to ever seem that way. But it can be done. And I haven't been at this game as long as some people. So, you know, there's that. But anyway, all right, so y'all be safe, be careful, have a good weekend, and we'll see you here in the next couple of days. Remember, keep the shiny side up, rubber side down. Peace out.